Okay. So we can see my screen, right? Can we all see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Thank
Yes.
you.
We can see it.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we are here, we are trying to, we created a user here, Said Badirinwa, and then we are trying to see if it's going to replicate here. But so far, we have not seen anything here. So what we are going to do is we're trying to, let's power up our client and then sign in and see if we'll be able to see that. I just hope the network will allow us to enjoy the class today. It's actually cloudy here. It's been raining all day. We pray Nigeria will go beyond that stage where at every point of rain will not be bothered about poor network. Okay, so Jolela Bimi is currently signed in. We're going to sign in as S.Badirinwa. All right. Okay, so Mr. Israel, thank you for your care. So I'm actually on board and there is only one access to actually. Either you use the platform network or you use Glow. The two are connected here. Okay. Please, can you hear me? Can everybody hear me, please?
Yes, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay, okay. And you are following with what we are doing. We created a user on our master server. We are trying to see if it's going to replicate on the replicate server. We've tried to refresh this, okay, but we are trying to sign in here. So the other one we created for Sahid Badiriwa, this is our client machine, and I've signed in with the username and password, but the policy we set is that at first logon, the user is going to change. At first logon, the user is going to change password. And that's what I'm trying to do now. So he's asking for a new password. So let's see. Password did not match. Let's do that again.
I wanted to say that.
Oh, you noticed? Okay.
Even this one is not going to match. Okay.
Ha. You're scaring me. What's up? I
Are you sure
said
this is
work.
network? I think is not a network now.
You said?
The network, check the network. See if it's active.
No, network is not affecting our machine.
Okay.
No, don't bother it. I mean, don't worry too. I was meant to click login. I went to cancel. Yeah, it was that guy that scared me and said it will not enter, as though he's able to see the password I'm trying to put. I know you can only know from the number. All right. So we are not able to see replication here. I don't know why that is happening, but we have done everything that is supposed to be done. Adiola is here, yes. George Olabimi is here, right? Don't worry, by the time we sign in, the password has been changed. Okay. By the time we sign in, we'll know what's going on, what's happening. By the time it is recognized on the network, on the domain, we can now confirm if the replica will pick it or not. Okay, so we are still within time. We are still here. We are trying to test our replica. This is who is that person? Please mute yourself. Please mute yourself. Okay. Let me confirm again. Can you hear me? Let me know where the...
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
So I think the network is
I hear
stable
you.
now. I think the network is stable now. Yeah. So our client account is trying to set itself up. At this point, I might have to mute everybody so we know where that sound is coming from. I think it is someone that is using his phone to connect that is giving us the vibration. This is how I expect this server to be responsive and not to drag. Okay.
Sorry, I have a question.
Please ask your question.
Sorry, for every user we create, is it on the same client server? I mean, sorry, pardon me for my language.
No problem.
For
Don't
every user
worry, I understand. Yes.
For every user we create, is it on the same? You know, we've only created one client now.
Yes. We only have, no, we have
So is it on this?
one. No, this is a client. This is a user, also a client. This is I get what you are saying. What you are saying is that we have just one machine for our client, right?
Yes.
And I explained this towards the end of last class. And that's this client, we have one here because we created one. I can create two, I can create three, I can create four, I can create five. All right. I can use this one to sign into many, into 5 clients. I just need to log out one, log in
Okay.
to another, log out one, But in real life,
Okay. Okay.
in real life, where you work, the company you work, all the systems that is in on all those desks, they are all client machines. They are all users. Do you get the server?
Understood.
The
Understood.
domain, yeah, the domain controller is somewhere in one office. All right. So what that means is with your username and your password, you can leave your office, enter your friend's office and say, oh boy, my mouse is not working, or the desktop I'm using, the monitor is bad. That is if they are using desktop, the monitor is bad. And I need to check something in my account right now. Please quickly log out of your system. Let me use your own. That's like what we are doing here. Because we have just one.
Doesn't need to log out, Seth. You can just sign up. You can just sign up another user.
Exactly. God bless you.
Once the machine is on the same domain, you can log on
As long
anywhere.
as that's it, right? So that's what we are trying to do here now. So our Said Badirinwa is up now. What do we do? Let's check our servers again. Let's refresh here and see if this man here is going to pick it. Because I wonder why he is not picking it. Can I also refresh this? Can I also refresh? The server while it is refreshing. Okay, refreshing server. When we are done, if we are able to see it, which I know we are going to see it, what we're going to do is we'll power down our primary domain controller. I would power down that primary server, and then we'll try logging with another user. If we're able to log in, that means the replicate is working. Right? This is still refreshing. This. Okay, this is our. I test it. It's trying. Okay, so refresh. Oh, I thought it's completed. Said Badirinwa, why don't you want to be replicated? Why are you not replicating on our
I don't know.
Are you sure your name is on the senator's list? Hello?
My name is
So why are we not seeing, why can't we find you on the second list? What's happening? Okay. I just want to be sure that this network is doing us well, right? Judge Olabimi is here. The users too, they are all here.
I will check again if the two servers are seeing each other.
Yes, that's what we're gonna do now. If we don't see if we don't see, because we've signed in into here, so we must be sure. Let me refresh this. Okay, so can we check if the servers are seeing each other? How do we do that? How do we know if the servers are seeing each other? Who wants to help me? We do that in class severally.
We can use the command prompt and
Okay.
ping.
Thank you. We can command and ping. To think that I have, did I refresh this? Yeah. Why is this place quiet? Has everybody been muted or the network has done its thing? Can you hear me? Is it the network or we're just quiet?
I just quiet now.
Oh,
Yeah, we can hear you, sir.
okay. When the class is quiet like that, I get a bit scared because I don't want to be on the journey alone. I want to be sure I'm carrying everybody along. So what did we do here? Can we check this? Okay, everything we did here is yes. Okay, so the problem is not from here. Who remembers the IP address? Does anybody remember? Is it 12?
.125.
Or it is .25? Dot what?
25.
25.
Okay. So it's getting packaged, right? That means they are communicating. And then we have signed it into here. Can we try something else? Right. So this is part of troubleshooting. This is part of troubleshooting. We have users here. Something. Okay. What if we move Said into users? Said Bolarima. We even have schedule 5 security group. Interesting. And we refresh here. Okay, so far, what we are only seeing here are the things we have created before, the users and the OUs that we have created before replication. That's what we are seeing here in server 2. We have not been able to do create a user here, and then we see it there. We see it in our replica domain. So I'm still wondering why that is happening. So what we can do is to refresh. We have pinged, we confirm that we are communicating. Okay, so let me. Another thing we can try to see is I want to power down. I want to power down the primary domain. Are you following me? I want to power this down, and I want to sign in Olabimi George. See if it's going to see him. Okay. Don't be scared. This is a part of the things you learn, and that's why it is fun, because it is live class. You experience the good, the bad, and the ugly. Assuming it is a pre-recorded class, it would have been edited. You only see what they want you to see. That is why I, as a person, don't like recorded classes. I want to see it as you are doing it, so that if there are issues, we can face it together. And that's why I also like trainees to also do their labs. All right. What we are doing now, this creating user, checking a replica server, I have done it several times. And this is the first time I'm having challenge in replicating. All right. But it's not an issue. Sign out. I'm signing out by the reward, and I'm going to sign in either Adiola or I sign in George. Is Miss Adiola in class today? Miss Adiola, are you in class? All right, can we sign in as someone else? Who remembers Ola Bimi's details? Does anybody remember? Are we in class? Can you talk to me? Who is there? Who is at home? Hello?
We are here. We are here.
Okay, nobody remembers Ola Bimi's sign-in details. Let's go and
That
check.
is what it is.
You said?
That is what it is.
Okay, so let's go and check. I hope guys are not sleeping in their respective room thinking they are in class. Okay,
So this when I actually did this, it worked for me.
well, like I said, this is my first time of experiencing this. It has always worked at one click. So something is happening and we must troubleshoot it. All right, that's the beauty of live class. If we are doing it and everything is just going rosy, and when you do your own and you face problem, you might be thinking it's peculiar to you. But when we do it in class like this, and you see that it is not plug and play, it is until you do your own as well. Okay, so in a way, it replicated. All right. We'll go back and troubleshoot why we are not able to see that other user here. But what I'm seeing here, it replicates, except if George Olabimi is not able to sign in. So let's confirm first. All right. So our primary domain, our primary server is down right now. Look at it. This is our primary server. It is powered off. The only machine that are running are server 2, which is our replica server, and our client machine. Okay. If the server is not up, you are not able, you can never be able to sign in into the domain. Is anybody listening to me? But because master server is down, but because the replica server is up, it is able to take over the activities of the master server. And that's why this client, that's Olabimi, is able to sign in. All right. So if you think that is still a fluke, this is what we're going to do. Can you hear me? Hello?
We can hear you.
All right. So if you think it is a fluke, let us also power down, let us power off the second server. So let it be that no server is running. Okay. And let us sign out from this point. Sign out. So right now, no server is on. Both the master, the primary server, and the replica server, they are both powered off. I just sent out of our client as well. So we're going to pick Adiola Sumonu or George Olabimi to sign in into here. And let's see if we'll be able to sign in. Let's pick someone else. Hyphen A dot Sumonu. Is that it? Yes, we're going to know now. Because what we are seeing now is we are trying to see if there's a connectivity. If there's a connectivity. These are tests that I would expect that all of us would do on our respective during our respective labs or hands-on. Come up with scenarios. Come up with scenarios. Can somebody please read this for us? Can someone read this for us, please? Unmute yourself and read, please.
You can't sign in with this credential because your domain isn't available. Make sure your device is connected to your organization's network and try again. If you previously signed in on this device with another credential, you can sign in with that credential.
All right, so what does that tell us? Can anybody explain what's happening?
You cannot access the domain. So what is trying to reach the backend is unable to access it. That's why it's unable to log in.
All right. So
Just
what
because the two servers are down, so you cannot have access when the servers are down.
I like that. Thank you. So the two of you, excellent responses. Thank you, sir. Okay, so before that, what happened? What did we do? What brought us
You power
here?
down the primary server
Okay.
and log into the secondary server, which is the replicant server. It went through.
Okay.
That shows that your primary and your secondary server are actually the user you are trying to log into is in your primary and your secondary server. That's why you can log into both servers.
All right. So the summary is our replica server is working.
Yes.
All right. It is working. So if that's safe, look, George Olabimi is already on this thing. Can we try George Olabimi again? Let's see. I don't expect it to be able to sign in because it's still on the same domain. Still on the same domain. So these are things, these are like, so as I was saying before before the explanation happened, as administrators, we should be able to think about scenarios in our head. What can happen? What can happen? What can happen? Okay, so George Olabimi is able to sign in because he was
Because
the
they had
last
previously signed it before, there is a cache memory that is actually holding his credentials.
Oh, this man. What do I give you now? So do you want to explain cache memory to every other person so they can know what to do?
Yeah, my master, I'm just a boy in your class. So I just give them. I know I wouldn't want you to explain that part, so that I want to be the neutral person that will tell them that. But now you can tell us what a cache is, please, sir.
Okay.
Because he has been logging on that system for a very long time. The system has captured
Oh, exactly.
the password.
Thank you.
So whether there is network or there is no network, he's able to log on to that system.
Exactly. That's so when
When you log on to that system, the only what's it called limitation it will not have or maybe if there is any share folder in that system, we will not be able to access it because it's not on the domain.
oh man, these people here, they are hot. Should I still continue with this class? It's like this. Wow. I'm impressed. So if there is a shared folder here, or if I have anything to do, assuming I have a write or execute query on this domain, I will not be able to. All right, this signing in that you are seeing is just a cache memory. So it's as good as, let me give to the non-IT people where you have experienced this before. If you have data on your phone and you open your browser app and you type, is Nigeria a good company, a good country? And then the query goes forth and back and gives you different links, right? Now, if you close that app and then you turn off your data, right? And then you open the app again, the moment you tap is Nigeria, it will complete it for you, even though you don't have data turned on. So what you are seeing there is there is something they call cache. so that it will reduce latency time. It will reduce the time it will take to go look for that DNS or for that service or for that server and return it to you. It has it saved temporarily on the device or on your host at that time. Where you will know that it is a fluke is when you now say enter, it will now tell you error, no internet connection. So this one as well, assuming I do whack, I try to search for domain controller, you might not be able to see it because signing in here is just a catch sign in. All right, let me see. See what's going to happen now. If I power down this machine, if I power it off,
Yes, then run it again.
and I
It will
power
not happen.
it, and I power it on again. I'm trying to power it on. I'm going to run it. If I try to sign into Jojola Bimi, I won't be able to because the moment I powered down, the cache memory would have cleared. For some of you that use mobile apps, and then maybe you signed in into an app, you see, maybe it's a finance, a fintech app, and you look at your balance, and then maybe after 2 weeks, you deposited money, you transferred into that fintech app, and your balance still remains the same. What the admin will tell you is go and clear your what? Go and clear your cache memory. So what the person is saying is that app has saved that current state on its memory. So it is not allowing other new things to happen. Okay. I can't imagine we are here still trying to troubleshoot replica server, but I'm glad at least we are able to see that our replication work. Who said he did his own replica and it worked?
I did.
Who's that person, please? Is that Mr. Aaron?
Yes.
Were you in class? Did you come late? Were you in class when I asked, has anybody been able to do their replication and it worked?
I was in class. I answered you now. Maybe when you asked before, because I stepped out before.
Oh, okay. So let's try now. If George Olabimi will be able to sign in. Okay. If I know where to clear the cache of this machine, I can go and clear the cache. And then let's see. All right. So I can imagine we are still trying to test replication. Look at that. So the non-IT person, do you understand what we mean by cache memory? We are still able to sign in because I think the cache memory is still active. It's still active. The non-IT person in class, do you understand what I mean by cache memory? CACHE.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's one person. Does anybody else want to help us? Cache memory. Okay, so the person that's answered affirmative, can you explain what you understood by cache memory? We're waiting. I just want to test our knowledge. That's all. It's not a big deal. I can explain again. Is anybody Please unmute yourself and talk to me. We have 14 persons in class. Unmute yourself and talk to me, please. Give me feedback. We have, I think we have Aaron on this
I think
computer too, right?
someone app is not working very well also. Like some apps, I've experienced such. I will need to go and clear my cache and come back to sign in and before I can have a pathway to sign in.
Okay. You have a faint knowledge. I think I'll take my time to explain it in maybe a short video or a write-up, and I'll put it on our WhatsApp page for us to read. So let's what I want to do now is I want to power the two machines. Okay. So we are not able to go far because trainees did not practice. If we had practiced what we did last class, what I expected we would do is just to discuss the problem you faced. But obviously, only one person did his labs, and I can't use that to judge. So I'm forced to be testing this replication. So what may happen is I might have to release a video tomorrow to discuss what we are supposed to do today. That is DHCP and DNS replication. What we have seen so far is our ADDS, which has replicated, right? We have to also.
I don't watch videos. I don't know how to watch videos. I prefer live classes.
Oh well, we have to. You have to learn how to watch video now. When you watch the video, you come to class. You can ask questions. Video is part of the class, right? Okay, so it's not as though. Okay, let us make it democratic. How many persons do we have in class? Because so that it won't be as though I'm picking rules for us. I'll be neutral now. We have 14 persons. So please go to the chat room and let's vote to release class for today or to continue from where we stop here tomorrow. I'm waiting for us, please. I'm waiting for us. Do we release class for today? Please go to the chat room. So just give me either continue or video. Give me continue or video. Video means I should release the video of, I'll make a video of what we are supposed to do today. Because we are meant to practice DNS and DHCP replication today, but we are here since morning. What we've been doing is testing our replication. So give me, you want us to continue from where we stop, or I should release video for us? Okay, release video. All right. Just to continue, and how many release video? Okay. So who is going to be our INEC now? We have 14 persons. How many persons have voted so far? I want to power down this client machine. Yeah. One. Who is going to be our Continue to continue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To continue 6 release video. 8 out of 14 persons. 8 minus 14. 6. If the remaining 6 picks continue. Continue.
Only one person not to win the election. Only one person.
You said?
Only one person you need now to win the election.
So that's why I'm doing the mathematics to see how many release video.
Even the person is there's
Now,
another person that voted. So
once you have once you have 8, that's over. The vote is over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All
You have
right.
7.
So
7 so far. Once you have votes now, it's over.
okay, so let me sample opinion. The last video I released, was it good enough? Give me yes.
yes, the last video was so explicit, as in clear, and also how like it's just too nice. I like the last video you did.
Too nice.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, for me,
Yeah,
I
maybe
class.
because I didn't watch the video. That's why I don't know. I'm not really that.
I like
specific.
the class. I usually listen in class and also go
Watch
to the
video.
yes, if I'm just in doubt.
But that's
on
my
the
method too, Sha. I don't miss if I sign up for an online training, I don't miss class.
I don't miss class.
And I also watch video as well.
I don't know. I don't miss anything, but I don't like watching video. Once I am in class, I will know how to play around it.
So I don't miss class because I know that there are more people that are wiser than I am in class. And when they ask questions, I'm going to learn from their questions. Think I may not be able to think about. All right. So because of that, class intelligence. All right. But video, I can always go back and make my notes because I don't make notes during class. I listen during class. All right. So let's go and confirm for the last time if Saeed Badiriwa replicated or Saeed Badiriwa actually decamped and we didn't know. So Mr. Saeed, I don't know, maybe you have to go and talk to your local government chairman. Your name is not on this list. What do you do? Is it in class?
Yeah, just registration voters. You can start again now, so your name will be on the list.
No, I'm in class, but I think I'm having issue with my network.
Oh,
It's just going on and off.
sorry.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
And I never knew I don't have fire at home, and we don't have light. I've been in the office this morning. I just came in.
Oh, sorry. So,
and I'm using my phone.
Mr. Said, you might have to talk to your LGA chairman or the senator representing your constituency. We can't see your name on this list.
Senators, I don't know, 70% of Nigerian senators don't even know why they are there.
All right, so we have agreed that we are going to release a video. So I'll still put up this video, right? So that we also can learn from it. Then I'll put up the one I'm going to release as well. So I'll target class 7A and class 7B. But please, it is still going to be defeated effort if we put up video and you don't watch. Like today, I must be honest with you, I'm not impressed. Because what I expected was that all of you have done a lot of practice to the point that you will bombard me with questions today.
Even me, on my own, that server, I deleted it how many times? I will delete it. I'll go and delete it from the domain.
Yeah.
That's the primary domain. I
Yeah.
will remove it from the domain.
Yeah.
I will rejoin, configure it again.
Yeah.
Data server, start it all over again.
and I create users, both user
Okay.
and I was just trying to get to that because there is something I'm trying to understand very well.
Okay, so what were you trying to understand?
Okay. OUs.
Right?
I was trying to understand how OUs actually work. Then I find out that OUs are actually maybe you have department or section and you want them to be in one place
I thought I
for
explained that. Okay, you didn't watch the class video. You didn't like to watch class video. Eh,
yes,
Directories.
right? OUs are like department. They are groups too. Just as you have distributory group and security groups. Okay.
yes,
OUs are like groups too, but it's just that it helps you to keep orderliness.
yes.
All right. So in an organization on the server, an OU can be say all level 5 managers upward. Do you get? Or an OU can be everybody in sales or
Okay.
everybody on marketing team.
Femi, there is one thing I'm still get to learn. Don't mind me. I need to understand this Windows server very well before we move to Linux.
Please.
Something I really need to understand very well.
Sorry, what does OU stand for? OU stand for what?
Organizational unit.
Okay.
Yeah, if you when you watch the video, you will see it. When you are trying to create new user, we say you can create user, you can create group, you can create OUs.
So what I'm trying to understand is
Yeah.
how to set policy that will disable. Maybe you have 10 systems. You want them to you don't want them to have access to be able to use their SPs, external memories, your flash drive and all that. I will need to understand that part. Then how to disable their drives. Maybe some drives you don't want them to use, like CD-ROM and all that. Then how to from administrative point now I'm talking.
Yeah.
Those parts I need to understand how to implement those securities. That's what
That is something we're going to explore off class. All right, but because you have asked in class, when we do it, we're going to put it on our WhatsApp page for every other person as well to learn. Okay.
okay.
So
Sorry.
Yeah, then sorry, I want to ask something.
please.
How can we remove our what's it called from the domain, like the replica server that we created, and we need to create another one, and the one that we want to remove the one that we already created from the domain.
Okay, so there are many ways you can do that. You can remove the communication point. You change the network path. They will not be able to see each other, right?
Okay.
You can go to your local server or join it where you have domain, right? You uncheck domain and you set it as work group. If you restart
Okay.
the system, it won't see it. Remember, we added server to our local servers on a primary domain controller. You can go there and remove it as well. You can go there and remove it from that point. If you come to manage here and you click on servers, you see where, there are many ways. All right. Mr. Haron, how did you remove your replica from your primary domain? See,
Okay, I remove my replicant. I first of all unjoin, meaning I I return it back to work group,
Exactly.
then go to the server and delete the machine.
Because so I know that the first thing I said is you go to work group, you remove it. All right. Look
Mm.
at manager, say add servers. This was the point where we added server. You can just walk back from the answer. Okay. If you say find now here, okay,
Mm.
there are 2 here already.
Mm.
Okay. So you come to all servers here. See item server 2. I think you should be able to delete it here.
Yes.
All right. You should be able to remove this. You should be able to remove it at this point. You just right click on that server, right click on it, and then you see where you can remove it. Remove server. All right.
Okay.
So there are many
Okay.
ways you can
Okay.
unjoin. There are many ways you can. The important thing is, like I said during the last class, it's not sufficient to just know how to click. If all you do is clicking, then you're not a network analyst. You're just like any other technical, what do I call it?
Boss,
Technician.
what we advise us in why in this class?
You said?
There is no way. I say, what are we advise us? I'm talking to us, the trainees. There is no way the instructor will give you will be able to teach you everything, every icon here. When you click, what it will give you. You can actually do it yourself. The instructor is to just introduce you to the basics, and you go far and explore. Check things that you don't understand. You can there are all these things you are seeing here. There is a documentation for them. You can check for their documentation. You read through it. Oh, this is what this is. Then you get better knowledge about it. I think that will help us, and it will inspire us. It will make us move faster. We are crawling like snail here.
Oh well. Are we crawling like snail or we are learning? I am not all that comfortable that we are crawling. I'd rather say
No, learning, and you are trying to give us everything. We seems we are not making effort to make it faster for you. If
no,
at
I want
all,
to.
if at all we say, oh, Mr. Femi, move on. We understand this part already. We've done this already. Oh, yeah, move on. Let's move to the next one.
No,
You
you
see,
cannot get. I cannot move on when I've not explained the thing to you.
okay, look at what we've been trying to do. If at all most of us will exploit this now, we
Yeah.
definitely comfortably we say, Mr. Femi, don't worry. We understand this part already. We tried it on our own. We've done this, we've done that. All you need to do is just verbally tell us what it is, then we move on to the next step.
How about if the person encounter challenge?
Then we have a WhatsApp group that we always share any challenge we have.
No,
You
let's
can
not
always,
deny. Let's
yeah, you
not
can always,
deny. Hello, hold on. Let's not deny anybody to
All
learn.
of us don't learn at the same pace. And the essence of
Yeah,
this class, the essence
exactly.
of this class is
I'm sorry, guys, if I am
Let's
actually
not
taking it
let's not drag
too
it. Let's not drag it. Let's move on with the class. We have resolved this, and what we have resolved is that we're going to release a class video. Okay. Why I didn't move on is not because I didn't want to move on. I want to teach you and make you see that it is computer. It is not magic. It is not fluke. All right. And I also understand that this is an hybrid class. We have people from intermediate, professional, and beginners level. So I have to carry everybody along. As a matter of fact, it is the pledge, it is promise of faculty head that everybody will get it. However, everybody will only get it if everybody does their respective hands-on. I've said it again. What happened today, I want to plead with us. Let us avoid it from happening again. We have from Sunday, the beginning of this week, till today, and only one person tried what we've done in class. Okay.
I also tried, but I faced
You did not
problem.
try to the point. You faced problem, but you didn't come to class. You didn't come to the WhatsApp group to say it. The point where you mentioned it was about a few hours to the class. All right. So I want to encourage us all. I'm pleading with us. The only way you can learn is when you find time, no matter how busy you are, and you do your labs. All right. Look at Said Badirinwa that we have been looking for this while. Said, you have gone to pay your local government identification fee, Abi. Mr. Badirinwa, where are you? Show your face. Can everybody see now? This is what? Can you see my cursor? Can you see my cursor? Please give me feedback, guys.
Yes, yes.
You can see my cursor. This is what? Item server 2. This is Badirinwa. That we what? That we created from item server 1. See Badirinwa here. All right. See item server 2. See Badirinwa here as well. Okay. So can we say our ADDS is replicating? We have done two things now to come.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me, please?
Yes, Mr. Femi, welcome back.
All right. So we have done two things to confirm that our ADDS is replicating on the replica server. What was the first thing we did, please? Can anybody revise? The first thing we did to confirm if our replica server is actually doing what we wanted to do.
We signed in the, what's it called? The user.
We power
On the-
down. We power down first. We powered off our primary server, and then the replica server, while it was running, we signed in into our client and we're able to sign in. All right. And then we powered off the two servers and we tried to sign in with a new, not a new user, an already existing user, and we could not. Is that what we did? Did anybody have any objection? I'm waiting on you. Why? Okay. All right, so is anybody trying to say something? Can you hear me? Hello?
Hi.
Are you the only person in class? Where's the rest?
Hi.
Just 3 persons. I want to be sure everybody is in class. What's happening? Ayodeji, Adeyemi, Progress, Rookie, Tosin, Wale, Williams.
We can hear you, sir.
Okay, so we've done 2 things now to confirm that our ADDS is replicating to the replica server. The first thing we did, we powered off our master server, the primary domain controller, and then we tried to sign in one of the clients while the replica server is on. We successfully did that. And then we powered up the two servers and we tried to sign in. We could not. And then by the time we powered on both servers, we realized that the Said Badirinwa user we created on our primary server has now been replicated on the secondary, the replica server, which is this. So this is our replica server. This is Said Badirinwa. This is our primary server. This is Said Badirinwa. All right. Okay, so in the video, this is what you should expect. The video we are releasing today, or tomorrow rather, you should expect replicate of the DHCP and test if it is working. And we should also expect the DNS replication and also test if it is working. Koba Kaba. Are you in class? Can anybody hear me? It doesn't look as though
Yes, we can hear
yes,
you, sir.
the trainers
Yes, we can
came
hear
to
you.
class today. It doesn't look as though you guys came to class today. It doesn't look as though you guys come to class. And I know why it happened is because you guys left your labs, you didn't practice. So everything is looking new again. And that's the danger of leaving a practical oriented course too long, especially for the non-IT persons. For the non-IT guys, if you really want to optimize this training, you must glue yourself to your computer. You must keep doing practice. Don't do it once, even when you get it once. Do it once, delete it, do it again, delete it, do it again. Minimum, do it 3 times until you're able to do it if you're not looking at your notes. That's when you can say you have known it, especially for non-IT guys. Otherwise, if you don't, every time you come to class, it will be looking new per time. Okay, and I wouldn't want you to lose money that way. There will not be points for you paying for your course if you're not going to practice. All right. So what we did for 2 hours straight was that we were able to test replication and it worked. Okay. So between now and tomorrow evening, please test your replication as well. See if it is working. If you have any trouble, put it on our WhatsApp page. We are going to troubleshoot with you. Any question, please, before we sign out? Any question? Does anybody have anything to ask? Any question? We are actually not behind though. We are not, so don't think we are moving slow. We are not behind. All right. What I try to do is do proper explanation in class, make you focus, and then you can have time to go and practice. All right. Has anybody been keeping tab with the other sessions, the other schedule? No, nobody. Okay. But we are not behind. However, you and your respective persons can be behind. How do I mean? If you don't practice and update yourself, all right. But the class generally we are not behind. We are where we are supposed to be. We are where we are where. Let me speak like our deputy vice president. All right. So if there are no questions, expect the recording. It should be up I'll try and do it if I can do that tonight. Yeah. Then it will be up for us to watch. I'll put the two up for us to watch. All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. See you tomorrow and be expecting.
Thank you, sir.